Yes. Oh, I like that. 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 Oh, I Oh, I need that.
New from En Vogue.
It's mine. I got the feeling that I gotta get my hands on something. I got the urge and it won't stop. No, no time for breakfast, just my coffee and an English muffin. They open doors at 10 o'clock. Yeah. I said I wouldn't go back, but I'm driving. Just take it back with you. Keep telling myself this is it, but I'm lying. Who cares about that? I love my I gotta coat some chips, a purse, some dip, a coffee maker, some rubber boots in case it rains. Yeah. I got some earmuffs, shampoo, lip gloss, and an HDTV. You go below for my brain. It's not what I need, but I want, so I'm fighting. Just take it back if you don't like. Obsessive, compulsive, can't stop if I try it. Who cares about that?
And now, the breakdown.
Campers and jet skis, rings, diamonds and cheese, days and vacations. I can't describe all the keys.
Oh, shit. What are we gonna do here? What are we doing? What are we doing here? Oh, there we go. Woo! Welcome to Reality's Temple Radio. You heard Sam and Dave. I'm a soul man. And then right after that, you got En Vogue. Well, it's new. It's not a single yet, but it's called I Love My Things. And I wish to make a complaint to En Vogue. Because see, I got your album right here, right? Okay. That song, for real, to me, is kicking. But it's not on the CD. Well, I got it. I got this. Got it upside down. It's not on this CD. I paid full price. And matter of fact, I paid $1 more than the $88.99 retail price. And I did not get a bonus track. And this track was kicking, as far as I'm concerned. So I'm complaining. So, since that did not happen, Terry, you have to go out on a date with me for real now, because I've been robbed. Okay, y'all did me wrong. You did your brother wrong, and somebody needs to make up for this error. So, Terry, I guess it would have to be you. Okay. I am live and on time. This, of course, is the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. Let me set my screen up real quick. Y'all know how it go. Okay, yeah, let me set this screen up the way I want it. Okay. Not gonna be here long. No, I don't expect to be here very long. Because I've already spoken about this on a video And just want to add a little bit more to it. And then we moving on this Sunday. Let me start the right way by giving respect to our ancestors. Plus, I get a moment to chill for a second. In the name of my ancestors, peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of what I call the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. Of course, I am the gatekeeper or the host of this program, known here on social media, wherever you may find me, Facebook, YouTube, Vimeo, Daily Motion, and maybe some other places I don't even know nothing about. Wherever you may find me, I am known as the mighty, mighty, mighty Angel Snubbed Up 7. I am your soul brother, number one. Okay, I'm gonna stay here a long time. Let me get a little drink. And just wanted to do a quick part 2 to a video I made called Negro, you don't own Xavier. Because we don't. We don't. I want to remind us of something. And I want to thank my listeners and subscribers for reminding me of something, that this is, of course, the reality's temple on earth. The acceptance of reality of this planet, the acceptance of the reality that the life that we were born into. And I appreciate my listeners because, as you know, I do come from a religious background, Christianity and Islam. And no matter what I do, that's part of me. And sometimes I try to use, those teachings and try to bring us into our reality by using some of those certain quotes or whatever from those teachings. However, what is so wonderful about my listening audience is that you are listening, and I hope that you're not just tripping off, oh, wow, I think that he speaks pretty well. He's sort of handsome, that type of thing. I don't want us to be a personality worshiper because I can be wrong. Uh-oh. I think I'm probably the only person on YouTube that will tell you this. I can be wrong. But like anybody else, I don't want to be wrong. So it might take a little persuasion to show, bro, you are in error. But believe me, I'm thinking about what you're saying. I'm not just, yeah, you said I'm wrong and I'm going on about my business. No, I'm actually listening to you to see if you are correct or not, because you might see something that I don't. And that's good. So sometimes in using religious analogy, I guess that's how you would say it, trying to relate to our reality, y'all are so good. Some people always tell me, wait a minute, brother, remember this is the reality's temple on earth. You getting ready to cross that line. Don't cross the line. Don't you scare me, bro. You scare me. And so I appreciate each and every one of you when we can keep each other in check. Because I definitely don't want to start some more belief systems. I want to be just the way that we used to talk during the 70s. And we used to say, man, we got to keep it real. We don't really say that no more. Keeping it real. We really don't say that because many of us already know we are deep in outer space. We are way out there somewhere. And I definitely, and this is truly not the time to be going back out into deep space or going to find the Anunnaki or some other extraterrestrial that black folks are supposed to be kin to. because we are from the stars. You know, it's amazing that you come from the stars and you've been doing really well. Then you come to planet Earth and become a damn slave. It's mind-boggling. I would rather have stayed in the stars, you know. And if you were able to come from the stars to this planet, you had no technology, nothing that could protect you, stop you from being enslaved. What's up with that? See, that the story don't make any sense. Because if I have the technology to come from the stars, to come to the earth, you know, the earthlings, these people did not have sophisticated technology like that. Why you couldn't protect yourself from being enslaved by people, especially by people y'all say just came from up out of a cave? It makes no sense to me. The whole thing don't make no sense. So we are coming here to this temple of reality so that we can keep our sanity and not be like so many of us who have embraced insanity as sanity, who embrace the unnatural as natural. We don't do that here. You want some of these feel-good stories to make you feel good and hoop and holler and black man is God, black women is God, and pretty soon we're gonna take over the planet and God gonna come. If y'all are, if you off into all that la la land stuff, I can't. We don't do that here. So I don't care if it's just me and Terry. I'll be just fine. I don't want to be around folks that's off in la la land, like Stevie Wonder said. Now, I want to remind us of this. Everything about us is due to your brain. I know you love Islam. Oh Allah, oh alhamdulillah, and all that stuff. And I want some bean pie and bean soup. And I know you love it. Oh, Jesus saved us. He gave his life for the world. And all these other beliefs. Oh, I'm going back to Kemet. We need to get our stuff back from Egypt and the board. All this stuff that you love. Let's give a clap for all the beliefs. Y'all love this stuff. I know I make you very angry because it's not real. It's not real, but you love it. However, no matter how much you love it, our brain is our connection to all these things. And the reason why you cannot see what I see is because you've programmed or allowed you have allowed yourself to be programmed outside of this reality. So you don't see. So just like a person who is drunk and they see a pink elephant, the pink elephant is not real. However, it's real to them. They do see a pink elephant. You don't. But their brain has conjured up a pink elephant. It is real, but it's not real in reality, only in the delusional mind of this particular person's brain. Because if it was real, all of us should be able to see the pink elephant. All of us should be able to see Allah. All of us should be able to see Jesus real easy. We should not have to believe in nothing. All these things should be easy to see, easy to examine, but they're not real. They are something that you forced your brain to accept. Because in reality, you and I both know your brain don't accept these teachings. And when somebody talks to you about them, in your heart, you know that they are correct, but you want to force your brain to believe these things. However, the bad news is, soul brothers and sisters, I know these things make you feel good, but unfortunately, you eventually will let all of it go. Because your belief can only live as long as your brain is functioning. If you were in a car accident and you were put into a coma, your brain stopped functioning, I can guarantee you, you won't talk about Jesus. You won't talk about the Anunnaki. You won't talk about Allah. You won't talk about nothing. Because when your brain starts functioning, that's the only way that you can communicate with the reality that we was born into. Once the brain stops functioning, I don't care how much you believe in Jesus, when the brain starts functioning, you will never say Jesus again. You will never pray to Allah again. I don't care if the physical body is still alive. But if your brain stopped functioning, your body would just lay there. You won't be thinking about Allah or Jesus or the Anunnaki or Egypt or nothing. So sooner or later, you're going to be brought down to my level. No matter how much you believe, sooner or later, whether you like it or not, you're going to be brought down to my level, and you are going to accept reality whether you like it or not. And the final curtain is when they close the casket or they burn this physical body up. You don't want to accept it. And that's all right. Because in your brain, I'm going to go to heaven. I'm going to go and Allah is going to give me 40 wives or whatever your belief is. Makes you feel good. I guess that's nice to feel good. Me, myself, I am an adult. I'm mature. I don't need fantasy stories. You don't have to tell me fantasy stories to make me feel good or make me put value on myself. I can accept things just the way they are. You need to do that. But since you don't, well, like I said, you're going to come to reality's temple whether you like it or not. Your brain is the only way that you can communicate with our reality. Once that's gone, done deal. We come into this world knowing nothing. Now, I have been told that while we are in the womb, certain thoughts and certain things that's going on with your mother can be transmitted to the baby. But besides that, that might be sort of correct, because you have some babies, male or female, when they come into existence, you see they behave much like their mother. It's not something they was taught, but for some reason they act like their mom. And that's the reason why many children can copy their father, because they watch their father as they get older, but they don't have to be taught or watch mama. It seems like it's already a part of them from spending that time in the mother's womb, being formed in the mother's womb. That is powerful. And that is why men need to stop screwing around and messing with women like that. Because she's forming a new life. She's forming your future. And if that woman is an idiot, the only thing she can do is produce idiot children. No more, no less. If she's ghetto, that's all she can produce. She's going to produce ghetto children, male and female, makes no difference. So we need to really focus on her and make sure she's all right, especially during the time she is expecting life. Otherwise, you get this, what we live in, and y'all don't particularly like that too much, and I don't either. But that's the result. That's what you're going to get when we mistreat, abuse, and exploit our females. And I love them. In Vogue and all of y'all. Give me a hug. Sisters, give me a hug. Ah, yeah. Woo, love it. Okay. We come into this world knowing nothing. So we are programmed. Your original thoughts don't belong to you. You don't even own your mind. Somebody is programming your mind, giving you thoughts that don't even belong to you. You don't even own your own mind. But we own so many things that y'all tell me. You don't even own your own mind. When we speak, you think that you're talking, this is the way I feel. No, you are, all of us have a foundation of our thinking process. That's why it's important to liberate your mind. That's the reason why many of you don't understand where I'm coming from, is because you're speaking to a person who decided, I need to deprogram all this stuff, all the crap that the Caucasian people have taught me, all the stuff these black folks or the soul people have taught me. I got to start all over from scratch. I got to re-examine everything I ever been taught in life. And I found, upon re-examination, there's a lot of stuff that's out of order. Not only from the European side, but from the black side too. It's a bunch of fantasy and delusions and fiction. And many of you are in the belief that it's real. It's not. That's why you are asked to believe, because it's not real. And when you believe, belief does not require common sense, logic, being analytical, putting something under close examination and so forth. It does not require that. It just requires research that is tainted by history and science that can be manipulated to say anything you want it to say. Y'all said the black man is God, and you got somebody else that say the black woman is God. Then you have somebody else to say both of y'all Negroes, both of y'all ain't no damn God. So who is right? Who is right? Well, it's according to how you look at the God thing. I don't like using that title, because when we think about God, it takes us out into outer space, into the supernatural. The supernatural is fiction. Supernatural is not real. Supernatural can only be found in comic books. If God is real, then God made this earth, then God also comes, or he or she must dwell or operate within the reality that these gods created. They cannot be supernatural. They have to be just as real as we are. Supernatural. There are no men who can fly with x-ray vision and super strength and all this other stuff and can run fast, and that's fiction stuff. It's not real. But of course, if you believe in your Bible and Quran and some of these other religious teachings, incredible stuff happens that we don't see nowadays. The supernatural, and the ghosts and the goblins and the spirits and the somebody asked me, I wouldn't dare spend a night in a haunted house. I said, look, if you give me the house, I will spend the night, I'll spend the week. I'll spend the week, give me the title. They wouldn't do that. They say they believe in spirits and spooks and haunted houses, but when I ask for the title of the house, they change their mind, because they know deep inside that house is not haunted. They know that. They didn't want me to have a free house. That's all that was. I have lived in houses where people were murdered. I have lived in houses where people have died. Now, back in the day when I was spooky, like some of y'all, I saw ghosts. I saw dead people walking around. I've seen all that stuff. I can't explain it. But again, it goes back to your brain. When I was a little boy, my grandmother filled my head up with I used to play. I used to play in the cemetery. It was no big deal. We lived next to a cemetery, and we little children used to run around and play in the cemetery. But then when my grandmother started telling us all these old haunting, spooky stories, our whole mentality changed, and we got scared. We got scared of the graveyard. Now, prior to her telling us these stories, it was no big deal. We played in the graveyard every day. See, again, it goes back to your brain, how the brain is being programmed. We need to not only liberate the physical body, but we need to liberate the mind. If you liberate the physical body, but the mind is not liberated, you might as well stay where you're at, because the only thing you're going to do is take your screwed up, wacky mentality to another place. The doo-doo you walked in on the east side of the building, you're just going to take that doo-doo and track it to the west side of the building. That's the only thing you're going to do. So it don't make no difference. So as long as we continue to have the mentality that we're in, you really need to stay where you're at. You don't need to try to start no, I was talking about taking control of the state of Mississippi. No, you don't need to do that. In your current state of mind, you cannot do that, because you have guaranteed failure. You will not succeed. It takes a certain mindset, takes a certain way of thinking in order to take control of that state and then maintain that control. Otherwise, you fail, and you don't have the mentality for that. So maybe it's best for you to just keep playing on Facebook, keep playing on YouTube, watching the videos. That's the best thing for you, because you're not ready. You're not ready to be a free people, because your mind is not free, full of spirits and spooks and gods and aliens and all kinds of stuff. You're not ready to leave your mama house, daddy house. And who is your mama? Who is your daddy? The white man, whether you like it or not. The white man, he's the one taking care of you. The white man is the one who got you in the condition that you're in. And you're keeping yourself there because you think that this blackity black power, black conscience, this scholarship teaches, you think that has freed your mind. It just made you a different kind of a slave. And those who come here understand that. Those who stay here understand that. Those who come here want to get up out of that type of thinking, because we know that it's not real. It's not real. So we don't even own our own thinking. We don't even own our own mind. Before we're born, somebody is programming us, starting from our mother. And once we get here, they give us religion and they give us education, what somebody else believes you should have. Not really what's in your best interest, but what they believe you should have. A slave already. Not even born good, and you're a slave already. And slavery comes in many different forms. When we talk about slavery, the first thing that comes in some people's mind is shackles and a whip. No, you can be a slave and don't have to go through all that. A slave's life benefits his or her master. Look at what you do. How do it really benefit you? Are you really living and working for yourself and your family and your people? Or are you really existing for the benefit of somebody else? And we already know the answer. Like I said, I'm not going to talk long. And I just want to add a couple of things to that video. Negro, you don't own Xavier. Starting with your own mind, you don't even own that. We come into this world butt naked. How many of you came into this world wearing a pair of Jordan sneakers? How many of you were born with a hat on your head or some underwear? We were born butt naked. Nature gives us everything that we need. If we needed Jordan shoes, a car and a house, nature we would have been born with all that stuff. Nature give you what you need. Once you get here, then it's a whole different ball game. There's a difference between a need and a want. You need water. You need food. You need air. And if we are to continue as a people, as a species, you need sex. But we are caught up on wants. I want a beautiful car. Well, that other car is not as expensive. You can get that. Nah, I don't want that. I want this thing. Well, that house is just, no, I don't want that. I want to show off. You want to be like a peacock. And you want to show the female all your pretty feathers. You want to show off. That's what peacocks do. The male peacock has all these pretty feathers. And in order to attract the female, he put all these feathers up so she can marvel. Oh goodness, look at all those feathers. He's so fine. Look at it. Look how shiny those feathers are. We love things that shine. The beautiful feathers, the diamonds, the gold, the money. We like things that shine. We like celebrity. Another word for celebrity is a star. We like our celebrity. We like our stars. We like that kind of stuff. What do stars do? They shine. We get caught up in the glow of the shine. See, Terry's a star. She's a celebrity. But I'm not caught up in the shine. She's just an ordinary human being to me. I can take it or leave it alone. I'm not mesmerized by the shine. Rocky is in the house, in the chat room. Y'all not gonna let me talk by myself. That is really, really nice. From the UK. United Kingdom is in the house. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I can see that you're shining, Rocky. But we come into this world knowing nothing, nature gave us everything that we need. But now we are influenced by others who are already here, and they are obsessed with shiny things, dead things that they give value to. Let me make this point. In this reality, in this life, chickens basically only care about chickens. You won't never see a chicken look like they care about pigeons. You know, dogs don't care nothing about cats. Cats don't care nothing about dogs. Elephants don't care nothing about lions. Lions don't care nothing about alligators. That's just how things are. This is life. So each animal species only have a care and concern with themselves. And human beings should care about other human beings. But of course, we live in a world of racism. We live in a world of classism, genderism, and all these isms. And we put human beings in these categories. And we can't view each other as a humanity and care about one another all over the earth. We put ourselves in these categories so that we can exploit those who we put on the bottom of the ladder. That's sad. That's sad. But then some of us want to pretend like we do care. If you care that much, then why are all of us in these classes? How come women are struggling? How come dark-skinned people are struggling in a pink racist world? How come there are homeless on the street? How come there are orphans? Nobody want to adopt our babies. No, regardless to their race. How come there are orphanages? How come the people want to adopt their own babies and children. Y'all don't see something is wrong with all this? But I bet you a $10 bill, if you saw that on the street, it'll get a lot of care. Folks will be running. Look at that $10 bill going down the street. A piece of paper. But if you adopt that child, if you help that homeless person, they can shake your hand. They can smile and hug you. That $10 bill can't do a damn thing for you at all. And you get hit by a car chasing the $10 bill, the $10 bill can't cry for you. But that adopted child, that homeless person can shed tears for you and worry about and hope that you're all right when they take your silly ass to the hospital. So basically what I'm saying here, all these animals care about one another, but as a whole, life, look, life should care about life, things that are alive. That should be our concern. We are surrounded, and the universe is filled with things that are not alive. There are more things that are not alive. You and I, a chicken and a frog and a mosquito, anything that is alive is special. Because actually, we are made up of the same materials of this planet. But for some reason, we develop a brain or whatever, and we come into something that's called life. But the rock is not alive. The water is not alive. The air is not alive. It's a bunch of chemicals, protons, neutrons, and all this other stuff that y'all talk about, floating around, banging against each other and whatever. But it has no conscience. We have a conscience. We know that we have come into existence. Because we are alive, we created the concept of time. A rock, water, air has no use for time. And when we become deceased, time stops. There is no need for time. The only one who is concerned with time are those things that which are alive. That's why many animals, when they have a short lifespan, they breed as quick as they can because they know they're getting ready to die. So they breed fast. But animals with a long lifespan don't do that because they know they have a longer time period. So they can take it easy, have a baby once every 2 or 3 years or whatever, because they are going to live 50, 60 years. That's what I don't understand about human beings. You are not a rabbit. You're not a squirrel. You're not a rat. Why are these women getting pregnant as soon as possible? Why are you doing this to yourself? Because you've been programmed. You're not a rabbit. You're not a mouse. You're not ants and bees and whatever. That's why we produce low quality human beings. And sometimes out of that low quality, you get a genius. But we should not be breeding that way because all of us should be genius. But you've been programmed to be a damn rabbit because somebody has made a slave out of us, and we know that we are slaves. That's why we embrace religion. That's why we embrace narcotics, alcohol, because that gives us a way out of the reality that we are slaves. Regardless, you can be Caucasian, you can be an Indian, you can be Asian. Matter of fact, it's so bad in China, they have those people working so bad. Some of those Chinese people commit suicide, working so hard. And you're not working for you, you're working for the benefit of somebody else. That's what makes you a slave. I'm not working hard for me. There's a problem working hard for somebody else. The real people in the NBA are the basketball players. But here you got guys making billions of dollars, don't play ball at all. Those guys are nothing but highly paid slaves. That's all they are. And they can tolerate and don't care because, well, I'm a slave, but I get more than you get. They know they slaves. They know they're being used. And you got these guys don't ball and watch and organize the crap or whatever. They own the team. They own their slaves. So life should have a concern with life. That's what makes us unnatural, because instead of embracing life, we put value on things, houses and cars and Xboxes and other nonsense instead of life. There is plenty of resources all over this planet, but you have a bunch of people hoard and greedy and have no concern with life. Because even the poor people, one day, I want to be able to be rich. Rich to do what? To do the same thing the other suckers are doing. Be greedy, have no concern with others. You want to do the same thing. That's sad. You would think, being on the low end of the totem pole, if you are able to climb out of there and do better, you would think that you would have a different attitude. But no, you want to do the same thing. You want to put material things over living things. You should not want to do that. That's our problem. That's why the human being all over this planet is suffering, because we put dead things, those things which have no life, we give them more value than our mother, our father, our cousins, next door neighbor, Spot the dog, Felix the cat, anything that is alive. We put more value on these things which don't really mean nothing. So we need to come up out of this materialism. There's nothing wrong with having nice things. There's nothing wrong with living a modest life. The original people were nomads. They basically lived in temporary places, and then they just moved on to the next spot. They carried only what was necessary for them to live. And that's what nature is about. What you see and what we're surrounded by is greed. I have been to rummage sales, and some of these rummage sales actually have things that are brand new. You have things that are brand new because we are greedy. America wastes all kinds of stuff. America wastes so much stuff that animals actually can live and thrive on the garbage dump. That's how much food we waste. Waste water, waste food, very wasteful. But I'm telling you, those days are numbered. Maybe not in our lifetime, but fresh water is getting low. Your air quality is getting worse and worse. It's not looking good for the next generation. And if you are in the next generation, you need to really step up and show some concern, because people like me and your parents or whatever, they're getting ready to die. They don't have to worry about it. So they don't really have no concern. But if you expect to live, you need to, and these human beings on this planet, y'all need to stop being so damn materialistic, because that's going to be the cause of your extinction. You can't keep drinking poison water, breathing this poisonous air and things of this nature. Something has got to give sooner or later. It's up to you. I'm telling you. You don't have to listen to me at all. It's cool. I don't have to worry about it. I'll be dead. I'm quite sure. You have to deal with it. And those who are in power right now don't give a damn, because they're going to be dead. That's why George Washington and Thomas Jefferson and all those races, they knew. Look, I'm going to say this, I'm going to close out. The races of America, these forefathers, they knew. They even talked about it in their writing. They knew slavery was going to be a problem for generations. But they did not give a damn about the future generation. That's on them. We're going to live the good life right now. And y'all, some of y'all Caucasian American people, y'all really love the forefathers. But look what they left you. Here you are as a Caucasian person, a pink person in America. You never own no slave. You never directly benefit from slavery. But people call you a devil, call you a slave owner. You need to pay reparations and all this other stuff. Look what the forefathers done. And these people who are living right now doing the same thing. They don't give a damn about you. And you're listening to them and following their lead when you need to tell these suckers, y'all need to get out of the way, because y'all gonna be dead. You ain't gonna leave. You ain't gonna die leaving this mess on us. But that's what they're doing. They don't give a damn about you. When people put things that are not alive over human life, there's a problem. You know they don't give a damn about you, because they don't give a damn about life. They want to buy everything that they think they can. Greed, material greed. I am not impressed by your gold, your diamonds, or you're being a celebrity or a star, you the president, whoever you think that you are. I'm not impressed by none of that. I am happy, and I feel it's an honor to be around anybody, like many of my subscribers and listeners, to people with good hearts, with good intentions, who care about other human beings. The rest, y'all can go to hell. Actually, you're not going to hell. You're going to just stay in the hell that you have created. We don't want to be like that. And we know better. So when you come to this forum, don't tell me about your money. Don't tell me about your high-paid salary, your position somewhere. I'm not impressed by none of your crap. Your education, your money, your education, your clothes. I don't give a damn about none of that stuff. Like Dr. King said, what about your character? Are you, what type of person are you? Do you care about things, human beings? Do you care about life? That's what I'm concerned about. Because when you tell me and you want to show me that cars and diamonds and having your ugly face on TV gives you value, I already know I don't want to be around you, because you represent death. So the scripture said, you walk in the valley of the shadow of death, but you fear no evil. That's a lie. You fear evil. That's why you carry a gun, a knife, lock your car, lock your house, lock your safe, because you know that you live in the valley of the shadow of death. All of us know that. We know. We get naive, but we know that we live in an environment, something could happen to us. We know that, because we know that we're surrounded by death, and people will kill you for your Jordan shoes. They will kill you for your car. People will kill you to get the deed to your house and your land. you live in the valley of the shadow of death. Why would you want to continue to live that way? Well, tell me, why would you want to continue to live that way? Woo, tell me. Why would you want to continue to live that way? So all these rich folks can come around me. I don't care. Now, if you want to use your wealth so that we can make better human beings, I'm on board. But to bring your wealth and your celebrity around me thinking you're going to impress me, you don't impress me. I have been around celebrities. I have been around people that have millions of dollars. They don't impress me. And they know they don't impress me. That's why they don't even bring the subject up, what they got. I don't give a damn about what you got. You don't impress me, so what? Because when it's all said and done, you're going to go into the ground just like anybody else. You're going to go into the ground just like the homeless guy. You are going to go into the ground just like that bird and that grasshopper and any other life that's on this planet. Sooner or later, you got to go. And your house and your money, none of that is going to save you. So why not learn how to enjoy life? See what I'm saying? I want to enjoy the company of Rocky, Veronica, Brother Craig and Brother Guy, Brother Daniel, Sister Brenda. I want to be around good company. Money don't mean a damn thing. Only in the company of others who embrace life. Those who love me and I can love them back. With that said, like I said, I didn't intend for this to really even go this long, but I'm happy to come out here and talk with us. I don't know the next time I'll be able to do this. And really, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'll be so tired sometimes, y'all. But I know that you want to hear from me and hear what your brother has to say, because I know that I bring a different point of view. And I know if I was looking at me, I want to listen. Because that's interesting. All this other stuff, the same old, over and over again, that's going nowhere. Who wants to keep going nowhere? You already know where you're going to go. Nowhere. But I want to say this before I close. There's a video I made called Brother Farrakhan, Let's Control the State of Mississippi. I would hope that each and every one of you would do your best to share that video and start the conversation and put it out to our people and present it to Minister Farrakhan and Umar and Sanetta and the Advice Show, and put that on the table. Let us start talking about that. You just don't know. We just can't comprehend. That activity, that action will open up so many doors. It'll blow your mind. You really don't understand. Will it be easy? No. Is it a little complicated? Yes. But when you are able to accomplish that, woo, man, you just don't know what you have done. You just don't know. And we cannot help nobody in America until we help ourselves. So I cannot help you, Brother Rocky, in the United Kingdom if I cannot help myself in America. Don't make any sense. But if I can get something started where I can help myself in America, then I can reach a helping hand to those in the United Kingdom, those on the African continent, and anywhere that somebody is suffering and oppressed. But I can't do nothing until I'm able to help myself. And right now, the so-called Negro is not in a position to help themselves. We're just not. With that said, y'all, I want to thank all those who have come to listen to me live. Thank you so much for listening. And I hope that I brought something to us that we could use. I want to thank my brother Rocky for joining me in the chat room here. look like the only one, which is cool. I'm cool with that. You know, my people are good people. A lot of these persons with these large subscribers have a bunch of freaks and troublemakers and a bunch of don't add up to nothing. I would rather have quality people than a lot of low quality numerous folks. I'd rather have quality better than quantity. Again, showing off. For what? What's the benefit? Ain't no damn benefit except your ego. Look at all the people. Look, all the people I'm subscribed to that come to the chat room. What do that mean? What do it really mean? What are these people accomplishing? They're not doing no better than me. With Brother Rocky in the chat room. They're not doing no better. With that said, again, I thank you for giving me the honor to speak with you today. Thank you, Brother Rocky in the chat room. Those of you who are listening and those of you who will listen after the broadcast, I thank you so much. And just like Brother Don Cornelius always said in parting, until next time, y'all, I wish us love, peace, and plenty of soul. Till next time, y'all.